Back at Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman collects an 81-62 victory over the Brevard Tornadoes. The Eagles improve to 5-0 for the first time since 1998. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Coach Benson, congratulations on the first 5-0 start for the Eagles in 14 years, but also a 1-0 start in conference play.
Well, the 5-0, that's nice, but I'm much more happy with the 1-0 in conference. It will always be that way. So, we're just glad that November's over and it ended positively. Now we go to December.
A game of runs. You have, I guess, the final run after Brevard cuts it to 3. You start out with a 9-3 run, work the lead back out to double figures, eventually push it back out to 20 in the second half. What changed from when Brevard used a 13-0 run spanning the half to bring it within 3 to when you were able to push forward on your runs to work it out to 20?
Well, I think that during that stretch, and you mentioned runs, and basketball is a game of runs. Yeah. And it depends on how you handle those things. And I'm hoping our guys are learning that you have to endure those when you're taking them, and you have to be relentless when you're putting those runs together on somebody. But I thought the big difference was that they went through a little bit of a cold streak there, obviously making shots, which led to defensive rebounds, which led to transition opportunities for us, and we capitalized in the transition game. You
out-rebounded an opponent for the 5th time this season. You don't get a double-double, but Antoine Davis and Ish Sanders both with 7 rebounds to lead your team.
Right.
What were they doing to get inside? Typically we see an Odell Parker, a Colin Crane, a Corbin Jackson lead the way. What did Twan and Ish do to lead the charge for the Eagles?
Well, the number of threes they took were 27 threes.
Yeah.
And because they only shot 22% for the game, but specifically 14% second half, those missed threes lead to long misses. They carry them off the backboard, off the rim. They bounce long. And so that's where your guards and your weak side forwards sometimes have a chance to accumulate rebounds. And that's really what happened tonight.
Take care of the basketball, only 10 turnovers. I'm still amazed by Ish Sanders. 4 assists, no turnovers in, I think he's up to 167 minutes on the court so far this season. He's turned it over 3 times. What's he doing to take such good care of the basketball, and what's that doing for your offense?
He's gotten better every year he's been here, and we've made points of emphasis to him. One of those has been take care of the basketball, and he's tried to respond to that. Ish is a very, very good college basketball player all the way around. He's not perfect, no player is, but I'm telling you, when you can do what he's doing with the assist to turnover ratio, that's one of those stats that really goes. A lot of people don't look at that, but I don't know what his number is now. But I mean, 5 to 1.
He was 4.7 coming into this game.
That's fantastic, and that just shows that he's matured and is playing the best basketball he's played in his career.
You hold Dominique Pickett, the 3rd leading scorer in the SAC, 3 points below his average, 15 points. But he does that on 6 of 23 shooting, 1 of 11 from beyond the arc. What did you do to give him troubles?
Well, you hope you can hold a guy like that below his average. We did that. But when you get him to take that number of shots, and he's taking highly contested shots, that's not good offense for them. And I know Coach Burgess probably would not – he's probably in between a rock and a hard place, needing the kid to try to produce. But, he really took some shots tonight where we were just hanging all over him, and those don't really have a very good chance to go in. The kid that surprised me the most was the guard Manzi Miller, who in the first half, he makes 3 threes, I think, 2 the second, and they were deep, potentially NBA range threes he was making. We just got to do a better job in those situations of getting a hand up and contesting that thing, and not thinking that just because the kid is out that far that it means that he'll miss the shot.
You surprised 16 turnovers from the Tornadoes, came in averaging 20 a game. Is that right on? They're taking care of the basketball better in conference play, or what happened there?
Well, the truth of the matter is we got a little bit more conservative the second half. I thought that the first half, our press, it gave us some offense, but also created some opportunities for them. And I just sometimes it sickens me to see people get looks. And so you saw the second half, we really sort of backed the thing up and took the press sort of out off the table and sort of got away from some of the trapping in the half court. Just played a little bit more sound, stable position defense.
Turnaround conference season has already started, kicks up another notch with a Saturday game against Lenore-Rhine, a team that lost to Anderson tonight. Their first loss of the season by 4 points. Anderson shot the ball 63% from the field. LR shot 50%, but that not good enough against a team that's shooting 63%. What do you have to do between now and Saturday to get ready for the Bears?
I think this will be the toughest challenge we've faced this year. Little Ryan beat us twice last year, absolutely whipped us down there in Hickory. Defensively, I think they are one of the better defensive teams in our league. And offensively, they've got a really sound inside-out philosophy. We're going to go to the drawing board and figure out what might be the best schemes, plan A, B, C, going into this game. But, we're going to have to go down there and do a good job of protecting that paint, but we've got to go on the road and make some shots. And fortunately, we're shooting the ball well this year and have shot it well, in the 5 games we've played. But it's a whole different level of defense we're going to see, and they're going to get physical and tough with us and try to take us out off of our game.
Chuck, a pleasure as always. Congratulations on the victory.
Thanks, Adam.
Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Final score: the Eagles take it over the Brevard Tornadoes, 81-62. That does it for